All right, so today I'll be freezing my can off to install UniFi Access on that sliding door. So looking at the hardware that we're going to be installing, this G3 reader will be outside. We're going to be using a drop bolt on the bottom of the sliding glass door, and then our push to exit button will be getting installed somewhere right around there. Something to note about the drop bolts, if you live in a sketchy place, you might want to put one on the bottom and top. Around here, it's pretty safe, so we'll just be doing one on the bottom. All right, first let's find a stud to see how close we can put this new box. I'm gonna go ahead and just make a small hole that's easily patchable. Make sure I'm just not on the stud. Okay, looks like we're good. Now I'm just gonna do the same for the other side. Perfect. All right, so I used my micrometers to make sure it was nice and level and straight. Next, we're gonna take our buzzy tool and then go ahead and cut this hole out. All right, now in there you can see the back of the outside of the house. All right, using my finger measure, I'm going to determine the mounting location on the outside of the house. So it looks like right about there's on center. All right, using the back plate of the reader, I'm going to go ahead and trace out the hole I need to cut out. And now with the buzzy tool again, we're going to cut it out. All right, I can see straight inside. Now that making sure that the U is facing up, we're going to go ahead and screw this in. Now with the U facing up on this, we are going to install the carriage. Install the beauty plate. There is a notch in the bottom. Make sure it's facing down so you don't see it. All right, now for the fun part. We need to figure out exactly where to put the hole in the basement to make it up the wall. Now this, we're not going to be using a finger measure for. In my case, I'm actually going to be measuring with my shoe. So I have a glass floor, and I know that that switch is right in line with this. My shoe is about the perfect width over. So I'm going to go downstairs and find where I need to put this hole. Now in the basement, use my old trusty shoe. That's where we need to put the wire. So I'm gonna probably hug this board on my way up. Angle driver here, and we are using a 3/4 inch bit, and that's just so I can pull an additional Ethernet cable up there. I kind of want two. We are through. All right, you could use a fish tape. I'm just gonna use this crusty old wire that I have laying around, and we're gonna go ahead and shove it through the hole. So I had to end up digging some of the wall candy out to make it easier to push this through. And about like the 5th try, I come upstairs and boom, it's just sticking straight out the hole like that. So, mint. Let's go ahead and pull the cables up. We're gonna go ahead and tape that on and shove it through. And there it is. All right, probably pull that much out. We're just gonna curl up what we don't use and leave it in the wall. Terminate the blue Ethernet. This is the one that we're gonna be using. All right, we're gonna go shove this through that hole. All right, we're just gonna take this little grommet off the back. We're gonna shove our Ethernet cable through it. Then we are going to plug it in, put our grommet on, give that a good squeeze, and put our access reader in its hole there. Perfect. All right, now I'm just gonna go shove all this insulation back in the hole, pack it up real good. Real quick, I should mention, you could use a low voltage box for these, which is basically just the front frame and it's open back to the insulation. I just had this on hand, so what I went ahead and did was cut out the little crimping tab, the thing that pinches the wire in. And now we'll just be able to freely let the wires flow in and out and not risk damaging the Ethernet. All right, well, I had a blank plate in the basement, so I cut a hole in it. Missed the center just a little bit, but not very round. I don't think it matters. There's a little bit of a lip on this button. I'm gonna go ahead and shove it in here and tighten it down. You know, with the way I do things, you guys would probably never guessed, I have a full workshop loaded with tools. Pretty good to me. At some point, I'll probably replace this for a stainless steel one so it looks a little better. All right, let's go ahead and strip this and get it hooked up to a switch. So I pulled 18.3 up through the floor, and I think I'm going to use red and green. I normally use white and red, but I use those for the lock. So since this is a switch, I think I'm just going to change up the color code. Ain't going anywhere. All right, you can now slap the button to exit. So there's a few different ways you can attach this. How I'm going to do it is right next to this disgusting floor that needs to be replaced. I am going to actually just put it halfway up this metal. I'm going to drill a hole in here and then see if there's anything on the inside of it, you know, like a webbing, or if it's just hollow. And then I will probably hover the top two off of it. I'm not all that worried about it. Go ahead and mark the holes. Yeah, that's on there. The bottom back in. All right, so in order to shim this away from the door, I went and cut this off a 2x4. Perfect. All right, so another thing, before I install this, I went ahead and traced it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out and use this as a template for when I build a little thin piece that can go underneath of this, and then hide these wires to be flush, you know, just to make it look completely flush with the wall. Eventually, this whole thing will be getting painted anyway. All right, so I drilled a hole directly underneath where this goes. I'm gonna go run a thermostat wire up here. All right, this is gonna be pretty much a rinse and repeat. Alrighty, that is ready for paint. Let's head back downstairs and finish this project up. All right, I went and put the switched wires in the lock and also the Ethernet cable into the fourth hub. Let's go upstairs and try it out. Well, I can tell you right now that LED is getting removed or covered because that thing's a little obnoxious, but let's give it a click. Perfect. All right, let's go outside. And let's try it out here. Ooh, the snow's blowing. There it is. All right. Pretty cool. All right, guys, once again, thanks for watching. This project took most of the day, surprisingly. So if you're doing it yourself, I'd clear out your schedule. But if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Till the next time, peace.